Yo, yo. How's everybody? We having a good time? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever this broadcast may find you. And a happy weekend to you. It's Friday, bitches. So, old man will be listening to something dancey and hopefully dancey. Jamie XX. It's funny, I saw one of you make a comment as to this seems like an interesting pick. I don't know. When somebody suggests records, you guys know that I listen to what it is that you say, right? So when you guys suggest records, we keep track of everything. And if something seems interesting, why not? But the way it is that we got this one is that Blumpy brought it over when he came when he came to the house, when he came to the record cave here 3 weeks ago. So rather than just play it for myself, I thought, hey, you know what? It's an electronic record. It's a dance record. And the loose theme that we generally go with is Monday is new releases, unless we get them on Friday on the actual day, which it can be very hard sometimes. Working on doing that with idols, though. Working on seeing if I can get the record for the day so that we can premiere it on the day and have all of that organized. Okay? But, yeah, basically, new Mondays is kind of like classics. Mondays is the most flexible of days kind of thing. I mean, they're all flexible, but generally what it is that we try to do is do hip-hop on the Wednesdays when possible. Do some kind of more upbeat record on the Fridays. So, dancey stuff, even metal stuff. Just some of the more heavy, so some of the stuff that's got more energy for the Friday, for the weekend type of thing. And Monday is kind of everything else, So in doing that, it's just Jamie XX kind of fits. It's like, all right, let's find out. Blump got in my ear. And if you know anything about dealing with him, he fucking stones you to death. He stones you. He wears you down. That was the secret to his marriage success. He just wore his wife down. Until she said, okay, yes. She thought that she was saying yes to Chinese takeout. Instead, she was saying yes to his marriage proposal. Do you understand these things that happen? He wears you down, I understand. And he's the one who's responsible for doing all of the amazing artwork for our channel. The thumbnails, that's all him. The shirts, it's all him. We're kind of like two fucking old men. And it's pretty funny. It's pretty fucking funny. He doesn't realize that he's kind of miserable in his own way. He's just got his own way of being miserable, but he's fucking miserable. So, it's an interesting dynamic. It's fun to work with. I like working with creative people, So, after sticking it in my ear over and over and over again, I completely realized that just became a drop. He fucking bulldozes his fucking albums. He bulldozes me. Do you understand what I'm saying? He bulldozes me. So here we are. All the fucking things he bulldozed me into. Caribou. I wouldn't have a problem with Caribou if it wasn't for all that fucking beggars bullshit. Arcade Fire. All these bands. But it's good because we need to keep up. I think we have a really good week next week. Sophie would be a great old man. Actually, Chubby, can you please tell me why it is that Sophie seems to be coming up in conversation way more regularly now? My understanding is that Sophie died earlier in the year, like way early in the year, if I remember correctly. Because I remember at one point, I'm guessing, a year ago or something like that, Sophie died, and everybody made a big deal, and I still have no idea what Sophie is all about. But, yeah, man, is anything available on vinyl? If there's anything available on vinyl, I'm down. You know? I like electronic music. I realize that I like all electronic sounds. I've been listening to it since the very beginning of electronic music, and there's a lot of it in the archive, you know? So, I do enjoy seeing what other people are doing and what they're doing to take the format forward, to take the sounds forward in whatever way. Every type of music. It's cool to hear, you know? So that, I think, would also contribute very much into the reasoning behind why we would do this. I mean, I joke about Blumpy because I always will, but if it's electronic, I'm generally going to be interested in hearing it. You know? Hot take. Moby sucks. Moby was never good. I fucking hate Moby. Before he even fucking started becoming all obnoxious. Before he was popular enough to fucking be obnoxious. Yeah, Moby was never good. Like, I don't like him. No, what he looks like is if Caillou grew up and became even more annoying. Basically, you take Moby when he was an infant, when he was a baby, it's Caillou. Fuck. Annoying. Not my thing, you know? Deutsche Grammophon, though. I saw that Moby has a record out on the Deutsche Grammophon label. Renowned classical music label. My understanding is his classical reimaginings of his own catalog. Fine. I'm not gonna buy it. I got a copy of Play because I got it as promo. It's another one of those records, like, no, I didn't really need it. I kind of, sort of, had a little bit of that with Fatboy Slim. But I like Fatboy Slim. Do people hate Moby because he blew up after Play? No. I've heard the record. I know the record. It's like, okay, man, I'm glad you like it. I respect it. No problem. And I do believe that, you know, taste is completely subjective. But me? No thanks. No thanks. What's another big one? Fucking Coldplay. I hate Coldplay. You know how it is that the dude hates the Eagles? I fucking hate Coldplay. So, you know, it's just, personal things, you know, it's like personal taste. I like the artists that kind of push the sound a little bit, or if it's going to be dancey, that just absolutely supercharges. So, I mean, my feeling isn't like that for Daft Punk, and it's never been like that for Daft Punk. I've always liked them. And most of the French stuff that I've heard, most of the French electronic stuff that I've heard, hating Coldplay isn't really a hot take these days. It's a hot take for me. You're new here, aren't you? What the fuck do you know about what a hot take in my own house is? You're new, but did you ever think that the other people that are hanging out over here, they're not new? Everything of that? James, sit down. He's been here. Nobody's talking about quote play anymore. I'm just fucking talking about it because it's an electronic thing. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because we're talking about electronic. That's why. He was in Zoom. Okay, his memory is better than mine. Mouse on Mars. Listen, I don't know Mouse on Mars, man. I'd absolutely go for it. If Sophie makes aggressive dance tracks, then I am all in. I'm all in, man. I don't know these bands. I don't know Mouse on Mars. I mean, obviously, I've heard the name for ages. Yeah, Prodigy. I got Prodigy. I don't care. Rebel, are you a patron? I hate Muse, and you know it, Gladdick. You're being a troll. I got the Prodigy. Doesn't do much for me. The Deftones, they're my favorite band. They invented heavy metal. Did you know that? In the mall. Like if Old Navy played heavy metal, they would be playing Deftones records. Fucking Deftones. What I love about that is that, what the hell is that label? There's a label that put out a tweet. A metal label. Well, kind of metal. Something like $20 spin or something like that. But it's not $20 spin. It's another smaller label. I retweeted it. Actually, maybe somebody go check my Zoom. Go check the Twitter, sorry. Go check the Twitter and tell me who it is. It's Holy Mountain. Yeah, Holy Mountain's a great label. I love that label. The tweet is people need to stop telling me that Deftones are a good band. Here, the world needs to stop telling me that Deftones are a good band. I fucking laughed when I heard that. I laughed, man. It's just, yeah, that's exactly right. That's not for me. I don't feel alone in the world. Fucking Deftones. Yeah, Holy Mountain's great, man. That's a cool label. I mean, you know what my expectations are. Actually, if anything, if I like this, maybe, another album that's going too far ahead. In this case, you know how it is that I talked about how what's it called? I got to listen to a record, and a lot of the times it makes me feel uncomfortable when I'm not sold on it at the beginning, when my preconceptions aren't necessarily positive, right? I don't like when I go in with a not negative preconception, but not a good one, not a good enough one for me to be excited about it type of thing. See, then there's the opposite. Then there's when I expect to like something. And if it's a letdown, then it sucks. But considering that the record is one that is suggested 1,000 times over by the same fucking guy over months, daily, you kind of figure, all right. You know? I mean, I'm able to go into something and I think keep an open mind about it. I look at what Fantoma does, for example. And, well, first of all, the dude works like an animal. It's crazy. Okay? Good on him. He built it. But what it is that I look at is the stuff that he comments on, his whole thing. And I know that I could never do that. He's so current. He's just at the bleeding edge of everything. Everything. The dude digs deep into band camps and that kind of stuff. And I know that I could never do that. But the thing is that there's only 24 hours in a day, right? So there's only so many hours that you will listen to music. So if you're spending all of your time looking forward, then you're not looking back. You can't do it all at once. It's just not possible. See, and where it is that I come into the picture is that I'm an older guy. I've listened to a lot of other stuff, and I listen to a lot of other stuff. So generally speaking, even when I buy records now, even when I put records in the archive, I'm not looking forward. Very often I'm looking backwards. I buy a lot of old shit or reissues of old shit. I would say that the majority of what I get is old stuff. Okay? So what that means is that in terms of a program and the way it is that I approach music, it's going to be completely different than the way Fantoma approaches music. Fantoma is going to be current, and that's why he's just where he is. Me, I think where it is that I can offer an interesting perspective is because I've listened to a lot of stuff. I'm able to kind of connect it to older stuff. Okay? So I can't tell you too much about what's going forward. That's not really my niche. I've said it many times before, but my favorite period of music is pretty much any music from anywhere, from 65 to 75. That whole sound completely fascinates me. And to me, that's where it is that I spend a lot of my time listening. You know? So where it is that I could do something is I can hear something here and maybe, connect it to some older shit that maybe you don't know, especially with younger listeners. It's like, yeah, you might not know it. So I like that. I like doing that. I like being able to provide you with a perspective that's far more, like, it's unique. And another thing you have to realize also, I've put a good amount of thought into it. Another thing that you have to realize also is because I buy records the way I buy them, what I look forward to is completely different. So the release schedule is completely contingent upon vinyl. A ton of releases don't see vinyl. A ton of releases only see vinyl afterwards. So from my perspective, I'm always behind. I'm just always behind. That Tool record. I haven't heard a single note of that new Tool record. It's not new anymore. I think it's 2 years old now. I haven't heard it. When it gets released on vinyl, that's when it is that I'll listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Music isn't like it used to be. No, I don't know. I'm okay with music the way it is now. I am okay with the way music is now. I like what people are coming up with, man. I'm enjoying a lot of the more aggressive electronic music, I like the fact that hip-hop has that horror element that I've discovered now. I dig it. I like everything. Okay, well, I didn't understand what you meant. What do you want me to tell you? Mother's milk? Mother's milk. What do I think of Square Pusher? I love Square Pusher. The album that got me hooked to Square Pusher was Music is Rotted One Note. I see a copy of Feed Me Weird Things at my shop, au 33 Tours. And every time I pass by that shop, I'm always fucking tempted. Dr. Octagon's your favorite horrorcore. It's funny, I never really considered... Well, maybe not. It's because I have the second Dr. Octagon record. I didn't find it really horrorcore. I don't know. It was all right. I mean, I like it. But I never kind of put it together, let's say, with clipping or something like that, you know? All right. How many of you are with me and don't know this record? How many of you do know this record? I don't know it. It's the first. This will be the first listen. Yeah, UK drill already sounds like something that I like. I have tremendous. I really enjoy UK electronic music as well. Yeah. Okay. So, am I doing any spooky old mans? No. Like what? I know that, if I'm not wrong, didn't Jamie XX also do a remix project with Gil Scott Heron's last record? Was that him? It was him, right? We're New Here. I'm pretty sure that We're New Here was with Gil Scott Heron. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So that all of a sudden, that I don't have that record, and I haven't heard that record, but I love the album I'm New Here. I love that record. It's an extremely powerful record. You know? If I like Jamie XX, I wouldn't be surprised if I wind up going in that direction. You know? Greetings from everywhere. Where are you guys listening from? Tell me. Let's do roll call. Where are you listening from? Folks, are you enjoying this type of broadcast? Do you like what we do? I hope so. If you like what we do, all of you from northern BC to the UK, to Germany. Hey, Germany right now is my favorite country in the world. One of the reasons that my head's a little schkumbobulated right now is because I got a mighty vaporizer. And I have taken exactly one hit off of this mighty vaporizer about 40 minutes ago. And I'm still smashed. Fucking smashed. So, yeah, it's huge. But who gives a fuck? Where am I going to go? I got to go to the fucking discotheque. Oh, no, I don't need it to show up in my fucking cocktail dress. I'm wearing my cocktail dress at the discotheque, so I can't carry it around. I can carry the fucking thing around. I smoke at my house. The reason I got this is I have the packs also. Look, I got the packs here. So it gives me a little bit of surf and turf, you understand?
All you guys think about is dope.
Yeah, we think about dope. So, I'll be experimenting with this mighty vaporizer. And, like I said, man, I kind of don't need it right now. It's pretty crazy. So listen, you can listen to as much as you want, okay? With my pleasure. Lebanon, listen as much as you want. It pleases me to have listeners from Lebanon and everywhere else in the fucking world, wherever you live. Chat is for our friends, patrons. You can join the conversation. Everybody here knows each other for the most part, you understand? You can join the conversation by becoming a patron. We will keep doing shows for you every week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. At the end of side one, I will tell you what we're doing next week. We're preparing that, okay? So, become a patron. Join the conversation for as little as $2 or $5 a month. Support the show. Patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies is where you can do that. As you can see, we're at 891 patrons. Who will be 892? Step up. Are my VODs on Patreon? No, you got to catch the VODs live. And we have recordings of everything. So we keep archives of all the stuff. As soon as it becomes available, like all of the stuff that's been blocked on YouTube, for example, at some point things are going to change and there's going to just be a block of material that'll get that'll get released. There's going to be a whole lot of new stuff. But yeah, the shows are live. So patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies. So then why would you become a patron? Because chat is for patrons. Because it allows you to have skin and be involved in the community that you enjoy. So we're happy to have new people. Like I said, listen as much as you want. It's no problem whatsoever. But one of the things that makes these types of shows interesting is the fact that we're all together and we know each other. So we like having you. Yeah, you see, like Light says you missed the rest of the 808's reaction. Well, yeah, we have a copy of that, but it was blocked, dude. It was blocked. What do you want to do? There were 1,500, listens before it got blocked. You know? But every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, we're going to see what we do. For next week, we got a good week, a real good week. Those of you who were wondering about, oh, wait a second, no, the Monday show has been changed. The Monday show has been changed now. Yeah, I guess now I got to figure out, what did we say for Friday? You guys chat me up after the first side. I even forgot what next week is now. I know what the Wednesday is. No more Blind New York show on the Monday. That's got to be moved. That's got to be moved. So stay tuned at the end of the side and I'll tell you what that's going to be. And for those of you who are here usually in the afternoon, know also that every evening we are here. We have been here for 589 straight days today. Not a single day off. Patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies. We'll keep going. Dude, we already know what the album is on Monday. We've already discussed what the album is on Monday. It's an album that came out today. Oh, fuck, I just gave it away. It's all right. It's all right. You don't have to worry about it. Just means that we have a few albums up our sleeve for you, you know? Now, you dig the show? Yes? Hey, Laps. How you doing, Laps? Hey, Muddy. I am your groove merchant. I am your host. Would you buy me a cup of coffee? Tip the house. If you enjoy what it is that we do, I am your host. Everything that everything that goes towards the show, everything that you guys contribute towards the show, we put right back into it. It allows us to keep doing the show. So, for example, David Chastity talks about the new ABBA album. Yes, I will do the new ABBA album. But I got to buy the record. We got to produce a show. We got to produce, So, leave a tip. Whatever the amount is, doesn't matter. We take it, we put it together. Coltrane's A Love Supreme Live came out today. I had Coltrane A Love Supreme last week. I didn't even know that I was getting an early copy of it. Didn't even know. Yeah, I noticed that today, that the Live in Seattle record, the release date was today. Didn't know. I got it. I hope to enjoy it, 28, it's true, 28 people on YouTube, only 12 likes. Come on, man, let's get that up to 30. We know that we can do that. I'm getting ready to start. Do I have everything I need? I think so. I got a drink. I've stopped a little bit with the caffeine. Certainly at night, so. This is Buble. It's got, this is a Soda Stream with Buble Cherry. Delicious. Thank you, Muddy. Muddy's here every day. He's like the furniture. We'll be back always. All right. Candita is here. How are you doing, Candita? Ronan is having your morning coffee with us. Good. I'm glad. The ritual of doing this in community is a wonderful thing, isn't it? It's fun to know that we're kind of hanging out like this. I love it. I really do. The whole room smells like aftershave. Let's do this. When did this record come out? 2015. In color. We ready? Hi, first time catching this live. I'm so happy that you caught it live, Manigan. Are you a patron? Go become a patron. Matthew, go become a patron. If you guys see that there's no uploads or you don't see the shows come up, it's because they've been taken down. Nothing I can do. I tried fighting it, and it's this industry, you know. All right. Jamie XX. Smoke him if you got him. or Herbert. Yeah, this is my shit. The last song is probably the song that I liked least, and probably it's because of the vocal. Not that I didn't like it, but I thought that the vocal wasn't necessary. In the other cases of the other songs, I found the vocal added. In this case, I don't know, it was a short song, and, you know? But I mean, the record, yeah, is great. It's absolutely my thing. What I enjoy is there's a sparseness to it. It's not what I expected. I expected more in your face type of dance music. Yeah, I expected something more aggressive than it is. This has a certain subdued feeling to it, even when the beats are a little bit, you know, the beats are not driving necessarily. It's kind of, there's a little bit of restraint there, I find, in the sound. And I like it. There's an echo throughout the entire thing. You remember how it is that I described as I was listening to it, is like you can almost hear, you can close your eyes and picture the sound just bouncing off these brick walls in a warehouse. You know? So yeah, I'm certainly for this. It's an album that I absolutely would see myself listening to again. And it's something that I already know that I'm going to wind up putting on my playlists kind of thing. I'm just going to add it to my songs, you know? It kind of leads me to ask the question. It's like, fuck, I wonder what he did with, like, The Gil Scott-Heron stuff. Like, I wouldn't imagine the two. But that's what a good that's what a good remix is, right? It's supposed to be that. I already have Deep Breakfast by Ray Lynch, man. I dig it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, the chill aspect is definitely something for me. There's nothing Euro trash about this at all. There's a certain quality to it. There's a certain substance to it that I like a lot. It breathes really nicely. Yeah, I expected it to be more dense than it is. That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. When you listen to something like this and you can imagine yourself listening to it at night, you know what I mean? I've described it. When I used to be a financial advisor, I used to like drive at night a lot because I used to go see clients often after supper. So I'd get home at past midnight pretty much every night. And my regular routine was to drive, you know, distances of at least 45 minutes type of thing in the car at night when the traffic was already kind of dead. And I'd just listen to music and cruise. I've never been a speed freak. I'm more of like a cruise guy type of thing. And I'd just cruise and listen to songs. And this sounds like the kind of thing that I would cruise to. You know? I've never been to a rave either, by the way. Never been to a rave. Never did ecstasy. I don't think I'm interested in going to a rave, though. I gotta be in a room with 50,000 other assholes. That's not my scene. Yeah, why don't you put me in a fucking stadium with a bunch of douchebags? That sounds like fun. Sam, you're so mean. They're not douchebags. They're just there to dance their problems away. Yeah, and I'm there to be fucking grumpy. It's not for me. I know that clubbing is good. I'm making funny. It's just not my scene. A lot of things aren't my scene anymore. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not at the cutting edge of nothing. You understand? I'm not relevant. I'm not cutting edge. So, I'm an old metalhead. I'm used to going to metal concerts. You'd want to club with me. What are you going to club with me? You know what I am? I'm the guy who fucking sits in the corner and drinks his drink. The last time I went to a club, the guy at the doorman, the reason it is like my friend Frank, his nephew used to own a club here, a big club here in Montreal. It closed down because of COVID type of thing, but it was called Rouge. And there were a bunch of people going to this club. And I went with them. When the doorman saw me, I was dressed in my regular old jeans and I was wearing a lumberjack shirt. A brown lumberjack shirt that was at least 10 years old at that time. The guy took one look at me. I was bearded already. He took one look at me and it's like, no, this guy's not fucking getting in at all. And the owner had to fucking tell the bouncer, no, you let him in. He's my guest. Once I got in the club, it was fucking packed. Like sardines. Filled with people that dressed like I hate them. Everybody with their fucking hands up in the air. The fucking VIP booths. Hey, bro! Bring me a bottle of that fucking Grey Goose over here, yeah? Bring the bottle. And what they do is they make sure that they move the fucking hands around because that's the way it is to communicate. The music is so fucking deafening. So what you have to do is, this is the international disco sign of I'm buying everybody around. You understand? Italians are very good at doing that. They're spacks. So what do? We had a booth. I sat in the fucking booth all day. All night. I just sat in the booth and it was like watching, I don't know, it was like fucking staring at an aquarium. I was just watching people. I was just people watching the whole time that I was there. And enjoying it. Because it's kind of like being on a moron safari. You know? You know how safari you go, you're not gonna do it a million times, but it's just a safari and it's all very fascinating, whatever happens. You know? It was like going to Wild Kingdom for morons. I was in a room full of fucking Paris Hiltons, but Italians. I hated it. The only thing that I liked was, just like I said, to me it was just people watching. That's all I was interested in. It's like I couldn't believe this stuff that was going around. Plastic people acting plastic. And there were two really hot girls that approached me and asked me if I was a lumberjack. For real. These two hotties say, "Are you a lumberjack?" And that's the last time I ever went to a club. That's been, if not 10 years, close to that. Now look, I know what it is that it was there. I'm the fucking oddball there, because everybody's trying to look all fucking, everyone's trying to out-impress the next person. And then there's me, who's dressed like fucking, I don't give a fuck. I was completely out of place, but not uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable. Not like, I wasn't feeling self-conscious. Oh my God, I underdressed. I don't give a shit. I just fucking sat there and I was drinking my drink. And the fucking moron I was sitting with at the table, he was one of my friend's friends. He's over there fucking pouring the Grey Goose. The fucking watch. I hate it. I drank for free. I guess that counts. I promise I'd never go to a fucking club for free drinks. You'll never catch me dead in a club like that again. But it was fun. It made for an interesting story. And I got asked if I was a lumberjack. That was the best. Now, I don't know what it is. When I go to these fucking places, I'm not sure what the vibe is, but people come and talk to me. Either that or they're fucking terrified of me. I sit in my fucking corner and I do my thing. That's it. Just... people, if they don't talk to me, I don't give a shit. No problem whatsoever. I'll sit in the corner by myself. No problem. But don't you feel lonely? Nope. I bet you that all those fucking people in that club, those thousands of people that were in that fucking club acting like they were having a great time, were lonelier than I was. I like my own... I like my own company. I like being alone because at that point there's only one moron I gotta deal with. You understand? One moron is better than two morons. Or 3 or 4 or 3,000. You understand? Dude, it's not a question of confidence. It's a question of, I think the deal is just I'm real. I'm authentic. This is who I am. You've seen me in a bad mood. Listen, it fucking embarrasses me when you guys catch me in a bad mood. I don't like being in a bad mood either, but what do you want to do, man? That's life. You know? I go for music. That's what it is that I like. I like music. You want to see me dance? If you put the right fucking music on, I'll dance. It's got to be the right kind of music. Would I dance to Jamie XX? Fuck no. Maybe that first song, maybe that second. Is it because it's bad? No. No, that's not it. It's because I imagine myself in a club with another 1,000 assholes that are already hogging the dance floor. There's no space for me. I'll sit in my booth and I'll drink my... I'll drink fuckface's fucking Grey Goose. That's it. That's the way it is I'm going to spend my night. So I drank the guy's Grey Goose. It's not like I poured myself a drink. He was pouring the fucking drink. Here, have a drink. Okay. Did I pay for a round? No. I didn't pay for a fucking round. It's not my place. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm a fucking tourist there. The people that I went with, I knew a couple of people and they already knew that I'd hate it, so they were laughing at me. And they were too absorbed in their own thing. I like intimate. You understand? I like getting to know people on a more intimate level. That's why I enjoy this. I enjoy chatting. Sammy Montana. Nah, dude, come on, man. You fucking hung out with me an entire weekend. You were zonked on one day, but you see, it's just, I do my fucking thing, man. You know? I sit down in a corner and that's it. But yeah, I don't fit those clubs. So this is music that sounds like the stuff that, for me, because I'm not a club goer, doesn't make me think of being in a club. Although it's like I can imagine it just obviously bouncing off walls and stuff. Like, it's really, that echo really works. The sound is great. And you can imagine this sounding great in a big room too. But on a personal level, I imagine myself driving to it more than I imagine myself being in that club. You know what I'm saying? But again, with respect to clubbers, so I look at Marmalade. I totally respect that. You're exactly a guy that, like, if I had to go, you're a guy who I would go with, but I wouldn't go, though. I'm telling you. Would I dance to New Wave? Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. I like funk, man. I'm a funk guy. I dance to a lot of stupid things. I don't know. I don't really dance as much as I move really weirdly. Do you understand? I move weirdly. We ready for side 2 or what? What am I going to do here? I danced to Caribou? Yeah, I liked Caribou. I like Caribou fine. Do you like what we do here? Are you enjoying yourselves? Are you entertained? Well, if you're entertained, then consider becoming a patron. Consider joining this conversation that we're having. You see the conversation? It's not just about the music. I talk, you guys banter back through the chat. And we do a community thing. It's a beautiful feeling. And I enjoy it, you know? I really enjoy being here with you. I'm loving this record. Straight up, I'm really liking it. Like, if I knew that this is what Jamie XX was, I would have bought it myself, kind of thing. I dug it. I'm going to give you next week. I got to go take a piss first. The image isn't ready. How long is it going to be, this image? Do I have a timeline on this? 32 people on YouTube, 24 likes. Can we get those likes? Plus all the people who already left on YouTube. So in other words, getting it up to 35 likes should be massively easy. Maybe the best thing to do is just like stop the show until we get 35 likes. We could do that too. I mean, because why not? I got a bidet now. It's fun going and take a shit. Once I'm done, I fucking blast a shot of water up my ass. It's the best. I installed it yesterday, got it to work. I didn't get off the toilet for 4 hours. I just sat there. It's like fucking bathing in a waterfall. Just a fucking waterfall was shooting up my ass. 4 consecutive hours. Some of the best time I've ever had. Patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies. Patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies. Join the conversation. Join this thing that we do. Let us get to know you. We're family here. A fucked up family, but we're family. We know each other. I know these names. Catwalk, Light, Buddy J. Supra, Lapsoria, Mac Attack, Mother's Milk. You guys, it's the same names, you understand? So, if you're enjoying the show, become a part of the show. Okay? Patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies is where you become a patron. We're looking for $8.92. How long will it be until we catch 900 again? Are we going to get caught 900? Light, are you a patron? I believe the answer is yes. If you're a patron, then yes, of course I would acknowledge you. I do this for you. I do this as much for myself too. Obviously, I'm enjoying myself, but I do this for you. You are the one who makes this happen. This show happens because of you guys. So, no doubt. You understand? It's important to focus on the ones that matter to me. That's why. So you're not a patron. Listen to me, porco dio. If I acknowledged you, it's because I made a mistake. Light. What you know then is that you shouldn't be talking. Okay, well, if you're broken in debt, then you don't go to a restaurant when that happens, right? When I was broken in debt, you know what I ate? I ate ramen and fucking and craft dinner. So what it is that you're doing is all of a sudden I don't like you. Because you know what the line is, and you didn't respect it. I told you to respect the room. Chat is for patrons. Did I say that? Tweet. The reason I say it is to get rid of guys like you. Go fuck yourself. I'm out. What, you're doing me a favor by being here? I mean, get over yourself. Are you doing me a favor? You're in my living room, fuckface. I'm playing my records on my turntable. Who the fuck wants you here? Get out of my fucking room, dickhead. Tweet. How's it ignorant? Do you have a job? This is my job, fuckhead. What part don't you understand? Now what? No. You heard it, Light. You've been here before. You've heard it. See, what you're doing now is you're lying to me. For $2. For $2. Don't say that you must have. That's bullshit. It's not true. Because I recognize your name. I just didn't catch that you weren't a patron. So you're lying. Straight up. My patrons love the fact that I speak this straight. So what you're doing is you're disgracing your own name and you're disrespecting our limits for $2. That's the price. Your name isn't worth $2. You understand? That's actually the way I feel, like for real. I'm okay with you listening. I'm totally okay with you listening as much as you want. As much as you want. Take it for free. But chat is for patrons. Do you understand? What it is that I do is I actively try to get rid of guys like that fuckface. I actively try to get rid of guys like you. Guys like you too, Light. I block guys like you. I get rid of them. You understand? You can listen. Listen all you want. Tension's not a patron, right? Is that what you're saying? Tension, you're next to go. It's pretty easy. Get rid of tension. I gotta go take a piss. Where are we with those, with that thumbnail? Are we anywhere even close? After I take a piss, if there's 5 minutes, are we going to be able to get it done? You got to live a... What, you're sending me messages? I don't fucking know what's going on. Message us on Facebook. Oh, I gotta tell you the albums. All right, we're gonna do this thumbnail at the end of the show. I gotta message you the albums. The Wednesday album stays the same. No, listen, we talked about this. The Wednesday album stays the same. The Monday album gets moved to Friday. And then there's the album that I mentioned that happens on Monday. Do you understand? Oh, no, wait a second. The Friday album stays the same too. It's only the Monday album we're keeping. The Monday album stays... Yes! Do you like our production team? You notice how we're fucking like all very professional over here. Nobody knows what they're doing. I mean, you know we're in the middle of a show right now, right? This is not the time to be having these arguments. Instead, I'm over here, I'm arguing with you. You understand? This is very detrimental. People don't like to hear screaming. It's the disaster that we do. Listen, what mid-show? I already told you that we were changing Monday. There's not mid-show. I told you on Monday we were changing. The rest of the week stays. This is not fucking news to you. This guy, he's trying to put her on me. No. It's not me. It's you guys that fucked all of this up. Okay? Wednesday, you knew what it was. Friday, you knew what it was. Monday, we changed it. That's it. Is it fucking possible? Two people over here, they don't know how to do nothing. I'm stuck like new pieces of fear. Abandonat. You understand? You understand the things that I have to go through, the trials and the tribulations, the things that I do for this show. I'm going to have to get high to forget this. Listen to me. All you got to do is replace Monday. How complicated is this? Asshole, tell him. I already fucking told him. Chubby, tell him what album it is. Oh my fucking God. Chubby, can you please tell this guy what album it is? Everybody knows it but you. People are guessing the fucking album, but you don't know. I hate you, you know that? You know what happens to my fucking blood pressure when I talk to you? Like now, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to just stop the fucking show and I'm just supposed to type to you? Is that what you're expecting? Is that what you're expecting, Blumpkin? How am I supposed to do this? I got a show to do over here. I'm just supposed to stop and let these people dead air, no problem. I'm going to just type a message out to you. You and me, we're just going to communicate via text. I mean... do you fucking see what I deal with here? On the one hand, the day was going beautifully. I got a bidet. It was beautiful. That was 4 hours of luxury. And then I got to deal with Blumpkin. You guys, listen, you notice that I'm not exaggerating nothing here. You notice that he's exactly the way it is that I say. Here, I typed you something. I'm going to type you what you already knew. Fuckhead. Go look at your messages. Now, don't come and tell me, my phone was off. Oh, yeah, the reception was very bad. Sorry, Sam. We were fucking picking pumpkins. We were picking pumpkins in the orchard and the roads over there, the mountain time, you know? The mountain, and it's no good. Don't fucking give me none of that. I put it up, and you knew this already because I told you at the beginning of the show. Now we got all of these good people, these paying customers. They're all fucking waiting. They're waiting on you. They're waiting on you, Blumpkin. They're waiting on you. You see how the fucking hatches that goes up? How am I supposed to be happy? This is my best friend. Here he is. Fucking I like him. Yes, I told you. I fucking told you, dude. I told you. You like what we do here, children? Monday is the new Lana album. I don't give a single fuck. No more Lana. I'm done. That's a rule we have around here. No fucking Lana, no fucking Muse, and no Deftones. No Deftones. Deftones. I can't believe I spent $100 on that fucking record. I'm never gonna play it again. I took it out of the archive because I don't want people requesting songs off of it. I don't have any U2. I'm never going to do U2 either. I hate them. Do you enjoy yourself? Or are you one of those guys that you're chatting? Chats for patrons. Let me be clear. God damn, that really sucks. That really fucking sucks. Chats for patrons. It's $2. Guess what? If you don't think that you're able to put $2 a month, not a day, not a week, a month, $2 a month, 10 cents a day, and you're listening and you find a problem with that, then I can clearly tell you right now that you're not who I want here. I would rather that you stay quiet if you want it free, because it's not like you can't get it for free. You can. Stay quiet. Or get the fuck out of my room. You understand what I'm saying to you? Do you understand? Nick Garcia. Are you a patron? Who are you? You're in my house. Who are you? Who's this fucking guy? Bus driver Bob. Bus driver Bob says that I'm begging for money. Dude, it's called a job. Do you know what a job is? And I'm bitching at somebody because it's what I do. But you gotta be out of your fucking mind. You're a bus driver. You're sure you're a bus driver? Or you're sure you're not one of the fucking guys in the bus with the helmet on? Because that's what I'm thinking. Because to me, when somebody says, damn, every time I come on here, you're bitching at someone or begging for money, that tells me that you don't like what I do. Yet you're here again. That might make you a fucking idiot. I mean, you're a fucking idiot, in which case. What are you complaining about exactly? Bus driver Bob, what are you complaining about? What's it costing you? What do I owe you? Begging for money. What makes it begging? Because it's $2? Let me ask you something. If I was building my business and the deal was $2 million, does it change what I was doing? Or would you, if I bagged the $2 million deal, but I was doing it the way I was doing it right now, what would you call it? What you would call it is you'd call it success. You'd call it hustle. It's the fact that it's only $2 that makes you call it begging. That makes you an asshole, Bob. Do you follow what I'm saying? It makes you an asshole for you not to understand it. Because you can look at it in a bunch of different ways. But you don't see it as, you know what? This dude's fucking working his ass off and he's hustling and he's willing. He doesn't have his head so far up his ass that he's willing to hustle for $2 and one patron at a time. That's what you call begging. What are businesses based out of? Where did Amazon start? In a garage, dickhead. Where did Apple start? In a garage, dickhead. You know why? Because they couldn't afford office space. So why don't you take your fucking attitude about begging and get the fuck out of my room? Because clearly you are too good to hustle for $2. And if you're too good for me, I don't want you here. Do you understand, bus driver Bob? Are we clear? And guess what? Everyone here thinks that you're an absolute fuckhead. because you complained, which tells me that you've been here before, and you actually have the balls to complain for something that you're getting for free for $2. Get out of my room, dude. Go drive your bus. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The song will make you happy. You can smash your helmet on the window. Get the fuck out of my room, bus driver Bob. Get the fuck out of my room. Bob lets all his passengers ride for free. That's exactly it. He's a bus driver, but everybody gets in for free. He does it because he likes driving buses. He likes driving buses so much he uses it as his name on YouTube. Bus driver Bob, do you realize what a fucking doofus you are? Or should I own you some more? Do you understand that my patrons, the ones that actually pay to be here, do you realize that this is the entertainment for them? When I tear apart a fucking idiot like you, do you understand this, bus driver Bob? Are you clear? See, that's what makes me a master salesman. A master salesman knows how to answer every objection. I hope that I have answered your objection to your complete satisfaction, bus driver Bob. Have I answered your question properly, bus driver Bob? Go drive your bus. Another fucking asshole. Get out of here. Do me a fucking favor. Like I'm doing him a favor somehow. Like, oh my God, he's a listener. Oh my God, I seek your approval, bus driver Bob. I'm over here. I need you to be here. I need you as a viewer. Get out of here, please. Seriously, it's me who thinks something of myself. I'm hustling right now. I'm 51 years old doing the job of my dreams, motherfucker. You would suck a mile of dick to do this job that I'm doing right here. You'd suck a mile of dick to be able to earn your living like I earn it. So before you call it begging, you drive a fucking bus. Sit down. I don't drive a fucking bus. I yell at fuck faces like you. That's what pays me. And I play music. And I take drugs. Sounds like a shitty job. It's a job worth begging for, bitch. Not only would you beg, you'd suck dick. Go eat a buffet of dick. Why don't you stop driving around all your fucking patients? Okay, you go to the various mental institutions. What you do is when you have supper, make sure that you go to a nice restaurant where they serve a nice hot and cold buffet of dick. Go eat yourself a bowl of dicks. Have I answered your question yet, Bob? Don't be a fucking bus driver, Bob. These are the assholes of the world. That dude's probably Republican. You understand? They talk out of both sides of their mouth. They see somebody who's willing to bust his balls for $2, and that's the American way, isn't it? Bust your balls for every penny. Build yourself. That's the American way. But when you do it, they call it begging. Bitch, maybe you were born on third base, not me. I'm a scrapper. Become a patron. I just gave you a reason to become a patron. Who's 892? Step up. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. You can leave. Don't forget that. You have your freedom. You have your fucking freedom. Your rights and freedoms can be used to leave for free. This free broadcast, you don't have to listen to this free broadcast. You are absolutely free to fuck off anytime you want.
Too bad. Get the hell off the show now. Only cool guys.
So, if you want to be part of the conversation, you can listen for free as much as you want. That's very non-capitalistic, isn't it? I'm giving something away for free. But if you'd like to have a conversation, if you'd like to be part of the community, the last 10 minutes basically give you a pretty good idea of what I'm about. And what I'm about is I speak straight. When an asshole becomes an asshole that way, I put him the fuck in his place. That's the reason I'm not a successful banker anymore. Because I had to deal with arseholes like that every day. Assholes. And I had to keep my tongue. Because I was working for the man. Like bus driver Bob. I had to keep my tongue. When I wanted to tell these guys, get the fuck out of here with your accounts. You understand what I'm saying to you? Patreon.com/VinylJunkies. I'm fucking proud of my begging. Proud. It's called hustle. It's called hustle. Whether you're hustling for $2, whether you're hustling for a penny, or whether you're hustling for $2 million, hustle is hustle. That's it. When I was a kid, you know what I used to do in the fucking park? I used to go watch the softball games that used to happen in the park. You know why? Because the guys playing softball, they would drink pop and they would drink beer. And I would take their beer bottles and I would collect their pop bottles, 5 cents and 10 cents at a time. I'd go to every baseball game and take 5 cents and 10 cents at a time and 25 cents for the big bottles. And I'd put that all together, and at the end of the night, I'd go cash him in to the corner store and I bought myself candy. I guess I was begging too. I'm born a beggar. Or I'm a kid who understood the value of making your own dollar from a very fucking young age. Which one is it? Which one is it? Do you understand? People who talk about begging, they either don't have anything that they love enough to go do anything to succeed. They don't have that, number one. Or they do have that, but they're too afraid to fail. So they don't do it. So they criticize everybody else. So that's two things. Either they don't have passion inside them. They don't have a passion that they want to pursue. That's number one. Number two, they do have that passion, but they don't have the balls to pursue it because they're scared of failure. Or number three, you got $2 beggars like me. Then know that he's going to do this for the rest of his life. But it's a privilege to be able to do this as a job. It's a privilege. And so you got to hustle. And you never take your foot off the pedal. And you always acknowledge the people that support you and enjoy what you're offering. And a guy like me fucking eats bus driver Bobs all day fucking long. Because those are the assholes of the world. Those are the reasons that I left my professional job as a high-paying financial advisor. Because it was full of customers like bus driver Bob. I fucking hated bus driver Bob. I used to have to go golfing with people like bus driver Bob. And I wanted to use that fucking driver to cave their skulls in. I hated them. The world is filled with bus driver Bobs. I don't want bus driver Bobs here. They sicken me. You understand? No Future understands perfectly. It isn't even begging. It's just baffling. It's work, dude. It's hard work. If you ask me the question directly, are you willing to pay the price to do this job that you do right now? The answer is very clearly yes. I'm willing to work so hard that I'll do it for $2 a month. That's how hard I'm willing to work. Somehow people see this as a bad thing. Bitch, if you had my hustle, you wouldn't be here fucking complaining about what you're getting for free. You understand? You don't have the hustle or you don't have the balls to realize your own dreams. That's why you're driving a bus. You understand? Because you can't do anything else. No, it's not. It's not that they beg to have it free. It's even worse that they complain. They complain about the fact that it's free, but they're not able to get that one part that's not free, the conversation, the chat, the community that they're complaining about. They're complaining about their right to just get all of it. Get out of here. Patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies. I'm curious to see how many people stepped up. How many? Or is it really a room full of bitches? With respect to anybody who doesn't have money, like I said, listen for free with my compliments. All you want. All you can eat. Just respect one very basic limit. The chat is for patrons. That's it. I'll leave the pitcher of water on your table. Serve yourself. Okay? Don't ask me about items on the menu, though, if you're not going to order. Do you understand? I have to put it maybe in a job that you can understand. Do you understand that? You know why it is that people pay for your bus, for your salary, bus driver, Bob? Because the people that you pick up, they're paying to get into your bus. Do you understand that? If people aren't paying to get on the bus and everybody gets on for free, we don't need bus driver Bob anymore. He can go crawl under a rock. Do you understand? Lazy ass. Listen to my music. At the end of this, what it is that I do is I see what the patron situation is. We're setting up, and plus I gave more time. Honestly, I gave more time to Blumps to do the thumbnail. Okay, that counts to me. Did you enjoy that whole rant? I hope so. I mean, it feels good to see that, to say that, because you don't owe these people nothing. Please understand. You got one life to live. Don't fucking live with these people. You don't let these people get in your way. Me, you see what it is that I do? I turn it into entertainment. Oh, I'm hurting their feelings? No, I'm not hurting their feelings. They don't have skin in the game. They don't have anything. They're not regulars. These are just people who have the expectation of free. That's it. I have no respect for them. You understand? If you like what I do, put up a tip. Please understand the way I'm saying this. I'm not saying this now because I'm bullying you into a tip. That's not what I want. But what it is that I say, and what I do with passion. And I do with honesty, and I do with integrity. This begging is my integrity. I am proud of my begging. Please understand this. I'm fucking proud. As a matter of fact, I'm proud that it's only $2 a month. Do you understand? It makes me proud to make it affordable to everybody. You can certainly afford it on a bus driver's salary. There's no doubt about that. You can afford it on a bus driver's salary. It's $2 a month. So, stop being a bitch. Pedro, I'm happy to see you here. Buenas tardes. If you enjoy the show, listen to the show for free as much as you want. Chat is for the patrons. It's for the community. I'd like to invite you to be a part of the community. Let us get to know you. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. After I play this song and and go take a piss, I'm going to tell you what next week's albums are. Okay? And tip your old man. Leave a couple of bucks to the house. What is it do you think that I do? I buy myself another diamond watch. What do? I buy records, I pay a producer, and I pay my bills. Blue collar attitude, fucking lunch pail attitude, here every day, no days off. You're not going to get more bootstraps than me. This is bootstrap radio, folks. Argentina, same deal with you. Go become a patron. Or respect the fact that the chat is for patrons. All right, folks. Let me get this done. That felt good, I gotta say. Take it away, Corky.
Bing bang, ding ding ding, ding bang bong, take them
Paul Hannon, my man DJ, new patron, 100% bitch free. I see you and I like you, bud. If you're here tonight, show up tonight, man. That's another reason why we do it this way. You know everyone. It's so good when you know people. It makes them feel good to know that you know who they are and they recognize you and they feel like they're part of something. And it makes me feel good to be in a room full of people that want to be here. You know? It's a wonderful thing. It works. And literally, the fucking bar is so low, $2. And you see the ones that'll say, the things that people will say, just not to jump that fucking bar. The bar is so low and some people will still prefer to disgrace their name by talking about begging. Jesus Christ. If I was like a guy like that, you want to talk about fucking privilege. Seriously, you want to talk to me about fucking privilege? That's privilege. Where it is that you can't even conceive of somebody hustling for $2. That's privilege. Me. I was born the son of farmers. My grandparents were farmers. So, you understand? When they moved to Canada, they bought themselves a house. They paid their house as fast as possible. Still out back growing gardens, growing their fucking tomatoes. I found whenever I broke a hockey stick, plant the fucking hockey stick in the garden and tie your tomato plant around it. Grow your own beans. Grow your own cahoots. So, that's what bootstrap is. Bootstrap isn't... If you've gone to university, you're not fucking bootstrap. If you got $150,000 to spend on a degree, you ain't bootstrap. You're either deeply in debt and fucked or privileged. Pick your poison. All right. Lapsorium, I'm the best, eh? Thanks, Laps. My favorite Phantomite. Bearded Cog is here. Bearded Biker, same thing. How you doing, bud? You enjoying yourself? Did we get any new patrons? Who are we saying hello to? We're going to get to site 2. I'm looking forward to it, too. I'm having a great old time. Not a single new patron. And that should tell you exactly how hard it is to do that. I'm not complaining. This is part of the hustle. But it just shows you. When you got a guy who talks about the fact that he's got a job that pays him in US dollars, so he's good and everything, and I just told him that chat is for patrons, and he can't put up $2. And I'm supposed to worry about him? I'm supposed to worry about making him comfortable in my chats? No. Chats for patrons. I'm clear about it. Chats for patrons. You don't have to be a patron. You can listen for free. But I don't owe you a conversation. Fair? Uh-huh. 100%. Even beggars like me have a right to pay their bills. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, friends. Let's do this. And thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Patron 891, where are you? You're going to tell me about the exchange rates too? On $2. Hey, what's the exchange rate in your country on $2 a month? Exchange rate. I mean, give me a fucking break. Exchange rate. $2 fucking. All right. I'm ready to do this. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Do what's next week. Thank you. Listen, you're right. I have to do that. We're going to do it right now. You see, Mother's Milk, the producer, he's got to tell me. Yeah, man, I'll get that for you. No problem. Next week, folks. We have a good week. The album that we were supposed to do next Monday, the Secret New York album is going to happen not next Monday, but the Monday after. Okay, still happening. The thumb's already made. Everything's done. It's just we got to make room for this week. You'll see when on Monday. There's an album that came out today, and that's what we're going to see on Monday. We are going to do the new Parquet Courts, Symphony for Life. Came out today. I haven't had a chance to listen to it, and I will listen to it on Monday. All right? On Wednesday, another new album. Atmosphere. Word. I hear that that's a really good record, too. And on Friday, we got the big one, Pac. So many of you hip-hoppers have been talking about Anderson .Paak. I told you I was going to bite, and I did. So I went out and I bought a copy of Malibu, and I'm looking extremely forward to doing it. So, see? I guess this makes me current, doesn't it? 2 albums that came out this week. 2 albums that came out in 2021. One of them came out just today. About Fanculo. Trying to get rid of this thing. There we go. It's going to be a good week, I think. I'll enjoy it. Yeah, you think the Parquet Courts should be fun? Well, I'm looking forward to it. I have one Parquet Courts album, and although I don't know it very well, I do enjoy it. I mean, when I hear it, it's not something that I want to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it. So, I look forward to hanging out with you guys. Yeah, Atmosphere and Anderson .Paak. Correct. It's going to be a good damn week. I'm looking forward to it. All right. I'm ready to go. Did we find that patron 892? Or do we still have more people talking about exchange rates? Exchange rates. Oh, sorry, man. We've been hit by exchange rates. Smoke them if you got them, friends. Very happy to be here with you. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. I like the entire thing. Sounds great as a full album. I can already imagine listening to it all the way through. It's good. It's a bit odd. But I like it. Down tempo, then it goes kind of like up tempo. I don't know. It doesn't feel disjointed though. Something about it feels kind of like odd, and I don't know. Right at this moment, I'm not able to verbalize it, but it doesn't feel like a disjointed effort in any manner whatsoever. I rather enjoyed it. I will certainly listen to this again. Yeah, it was curated well. Not obvious in the manner that it was curated, but not so much that it's kind of like it feels like it's going in a million different directions at once. That's not what's happening here. So this is a dude who's in the band XX, right? Is that the deal? That's where the whole XX thing comes up? I dug it. See? As a matter of fact, if anything, it makes me happy because it's one of those records where it's like, oh, okay, now there's another one of those electronic dancey albums that's completely part of my vibe that I can go pick. You know what I mean? I'm happy we did this. And I hope that you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for spending the last couple hours together. It's been fun, hasn't it? If you like what I do, hey man, leave a couple of bucks before you go. And by all means, show up tonight. We're going to be doing a virus broadcast number 588. That's 588 straight days of begging. Happening tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just about 5 hours from now. 4 hours and 45 minutes. Okay. And we're on every night. Next week, we already showed you, but why don't we show you again? Parquet Court's happening on Monday. Record just came out today. So we're going to give it a listen on Monday. Atmosphere, also a 2021 release. Haven't given that a listen yet. We're going to give that a try. And then finally, Anderson .Paak. You guys asked for it, so we're making to do that. We're going to make that happen. Rio, I see that you're trying to become a patron. I trust that you will. Respect the fact that chat is for patrons. I trust that you will be. If not today, then another time. We'll be here, like I said. If you're on Twitch, we're here every night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, folks. This has been fun. Thanks so much for hanging out. And I'll see you all tonight.